Hello everybody, welcome to the Sasha Kishka Rollerblade channel. This is actually my first video. Today we're going to be talking about the difference between dynamic stretching and static stretching and what you should be doing before your skate sesh. Static stretching is probably what you're familiar with, where you simply hold a stretch for about, anywhere from 20 to 45 seconds. Those are great for maintaining new levels of flexibility and keeping the flexibility you do have. However, when it comes to your exercise, which in this case is rollerblading, it's a lot more efficient to have a dynamic stretch that'll truly warm up your legs instead of just stretching out the muscle fibers entirely. Basically, in rollerblading, because of the nature of the tricks we do, it has to deal with a lot of jumping and compression. So basically, your body is acting as a spring the entire time you're skating. We're constantly applying huge violent force to our muscles, so we want to properly warm them up so we can handle those impacts. And we also want our muscles ready to be able to hold those positions for long periods of time. Anyway, so to get started, the first exercise I always like doing has to involve just bouncing off your toes, and then we're going to drop into a squat. Again, because our body is acting like this spring, we want to replicate the movements we're doing. So we want to drop to the ground quickly. You want to get into a strong position where you can feel your muscles really supporting you, and you want to get back up quickly. To stimulate all the one-legged tricks we do, again, you can do the same exercise to the pistol squat. That's also why I like this little ledge here, because you can also practice it off the drop. Oh, left leg is a little weaker today. All right, next we're going to have some reverse lunges with twists. So first I'm going to start with my left. And then lastly, just another example of a dynamic stretch I like to do is we're going to spread our feet apart, touch the ground. Again, this is not a static stretch, so we're only going to hold it right until we feel that pull, and then we're going to step into a lunge, right back. Again, stretch. Next foot now. Throw in that twist. Again, for our back, because in rollerblading there's a ton of spinning. That should help clear your bases. And today I will be skating the rollerblade blanks. This is the Cameron Talbot Pro Skate. Only thing changed out here is these are orange Rossi's wheels. These are 60 by 92. So yeah, let's lace up. So earlier at the start of the video, when I was talking about some of the differences between dynamic and static stretching, I didn't get into a full explanation, but there's actually scientific research to show us that holding static stretches too long before your workout can actually decrease your performance. And as you might be able to guess, there's also evidence that shows us that dynamic stretching before your exercises increases your performance. Then I don't know about you guys, but lately I have become a zero-click truther when it comes to my buckle here. I really enjoy just pulling the 45 strap tight and then the liner as well. The last thing I do to get stretched out is practice my stalls. It's funny, this is actually the exact spot where I learned how to do top sides. Recently, I've kind of lost my balance when it comes to like regular tricks and, holding them on ledges. So I'm gonna drill some of that. Trying not to catch, my wheel, especially since I'm riding flat these days. Actually, I don't know, wheel bite might be fake. So I have the habit of once I lock, I kind of throw myself out to the opposite side that I'm not supposed to because I get a little scared. So I'm really trying to throw myself over this and make sure my belly button is kind of over, the corner here. Oh. Bit of a step up, whatever. Alright, so this is the obstacle I'm choosing to skate today to practice my switch tricks. There's a reason why I'm practicing my switch tricks today. That's because naturally my dominant foot is my left foot and my natural spin is spinning to my left. So when I go to do an alley-oop trick and I spin to the left, that brings my right foot around. So now I'm pretty much doing a switch trick. So that way I was thinking today, if I came and I got a lot better at my switch tricks, it would be easier to do my alley-oop tricks. So I've already done a few switch soles to get warmed up, but I'll run through all the basics. I've already done a few switch sole grinds. I'll do a few more. I'm going to go through all the basic sole plate tricks. So, you know, sole, Mizu, but I like mistrial, P-star, and acid. Maybe torque sole. And I'm here today in the beautiful city of Detroit, skating at the Eliza Howell DIY skate park. This came from the homies over at Community Push. They also did Bishop DIY in Detroit as well. The ground here isn't as bad as it looks, and all the obstacles are really fun. That was pretty good. I got a little scared there, but I really put myself over the obstacle, so that was good. The added challenge now for me is, instead of coming off forward every single trick, after I do it well, I want to come off both spinning to the left and then one where I spin to the right. Really, there's nothing I hate more than coming out forward sometimes. Right to the right now. Not as good. All right, let's go faster. Hey, that was good. All right, let's move on. Let's do a Mizu and mistrial. Whichever my foot slips into, I guess. See, that's why I don't like Mizus. Like, I always feel like I drag that back leg so much, and it forces me to really jump out. Let's make less excuses. All right, let's do it with the left spin out. Clean. Might have stepped up, I'm not sure, I don't really care. Spin right now. All right, now time for the P-stars. Oh. So my right foot, locking it a little more comfortably now. But man, on this trick, I really drag that back foot. All right, let's get a left spin one. All right, let's spin right now. I'm gonna come in a little lower. The lock was better, but I spun out the wrong way. Yeah, I don't feel like battling for the right spin. I'll move on to the acid. I also forgot the Macchio and the X grind earlier. I'll skip the X grind because that's kind of its own thing, I feel like. Yeah, let's move on to acid. I don't know if I've ever done this trick switch. Was it obvious? Ugh. All right, this time I'm going to challenge myself to do the right spin first. Kind of sloppy. Hey, that was fun. Hey, I already know I can do the left spin out of that one. It's like all the other tricks, not so hard. Let's do grabbed Macchio with the 180 out going to the right. This trick is deceptively harder than it looks, especially switch. Shout out to my homie Rob, you just learned these. All right, maybe if I pistol it a little more comfortable for me. I like to come in low. That probably looked like crap. Not quite the full 180, but it's a start. All right, I think that's gonna wrap up the video for me. Thank you everyone for watching if you stay here till the end. Hopefully I helped out with some of your insights on skating. Woo, whole thing, baby. See ya.